Kel Leonard here, 12 plus year fitness coach, giving you quick fitness tips to change how you think about exercise, nutrition, and lasting athleticism. So I came across a powerful story from one of the greatest basketball coaches of all time, John Wooden. If you're not familiar with John Wooden, he has won more NCAA championships than any basketball coach in history. In his book, Wooden on Leadership, he talks about how in his first 13 years of coaching for UCLA, his team practiced in just these poorly ventilated and cramped quarters of the men's gym. So it was usually packed with other student athletes while practice was going on. And this made it a very distracting and challenging environment for coaching. And on top of that, the seating area was so restricted that it was deemed a fire hazard, and home games had to be played at local schools. Plus, the men's gym wasn't exactly eye candy for new recruits as well. So Wooden believed that it would be nearly impossible to accomplish his goals working under those conditions. And by planting this little seed, it made him believe that UCLA would never win a national title with those facilities. But then something interesting happened during his 1961 to 1962 season. UCLA not only made it to the NCAA tournament, but marched all the way to the Final Four. And with seconds on the clock, Cincinnati, the team they were playing against, made the game-winning shot to beat UCLA 72-70. Now, many people would be disappointed at such a close game, but not Wooden. A light went off and a subconscious wall came crashing down. He realized that a national championship was just within their reach. He says, "I came to recognize that issues I couldn't control, the men's gym and what it forced upon us, had interfered with those things I could control, such as ceaselessly and creatively searching for ways to improve and reach the next level of competition." The belief that poor practice facilities held them back was just shattered once and for all. Wooden continues, "I now knew what I should have understood long before, namely, UCLA could go all the way to the top despite the men's gym. It was up to me to figure out how to do it." So what happened from there was Wooden began an intensive review of all of his journals, practice records, statistics, everything he was doing. And then he just attacked the following season with a fierce resolve that he could improve, which ultimately led to his first national championship. So the reason I bring up this story is this. What stories have you been telling yourself for why you can't reach your fitness goals? Here are some that I've heard over the years. No access to a gym. No equipment for working out. Bad genetics. Too old. I've never been an athlete, or I've never been athletic. I don't have time to work out. I don't feel like working out. I'm not motivated to work out. I hate working out. Which I'm going to pause for just a second on this one, because this is a really insidious one. You may have heard the expression, seeing is believing, but saying is believing is just as strong. If you keep saying, "I hate working out" over and over again, it's like a song that gets stuck in your head, and you will convince yourself that it is true, and you will stop looking for ways to actually enjoy the process. Another one I've heard over the years is, "I don't eat vegetables," or as some meat lovers say, "I don't eat rabbit food," right? So what's the story you've been telling yourself that's taken your focus off of what you can control and onto what you can't control? Figure this out and you'll know what your next step is. For more fitness tips and ways to stay motivated to eat right and work out, check out the link below.